Okay. Good morning. How are you guys doing? It is morning. It is Sunday. And I'm alive. This is your Wise One channel, and I am your host, Lady Caren. How are you doing? On this beautiful YouTube morning. I mean, just morning. Don't live on TikTok. I don't live inside this TikTok. Yeah, I had brain fog this morning. I'm like, I know I was gonna do this, and I show up here, and I'm like, I waited for the coffee maker to finish the coffee. I got that feeling that TikTok will still be there, so I had to turn off the TikTok. It's easy, get sucked into that, or any other social media. Yeah, I have to wonder. Upset the yard sale today. We'll see what happens. Probably do more yard sale than otherwise. I'm not really awake. My phone died, so it didn't wake me up. I woke up to a dead phone. I'm very much an alive partner. No, I haven't killed him. I love you. And my kid's still alive too. And my other kid alive. My other two kids better be alive. If it's not, check. For some reason, I don't know if it's my port, but it keeps asking my kids if they're alive. Okay. What was this? The buzzing that's here. Okay. It keeps buzzing because it like unplugs, unplugs. Every day, bright new possibilities, potential. We all love potential. There's nobody on there. I can see. It's funny because I don't know why I get closer to see when I look further away. I'm illiterate today, so I have no glasses on. Glasses are there. It's not that I lost them or anything. I know exactly where they are. I'm just doing it without glasses today, and I don't have my headset. So if it sounds funky, that's why. You get those days. They're kind of just. It's a feeling. It's not really a verbal description. Kind of like drinking coffee and trying to like come into my consciousness, basically. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. Not bad, not good. Just an interesting week. It's been trying to figure out, those meltdowns, those shutdowns, those that don't do anything. Or if you don't have mental health issues, you might not have these because you have like a healthy life and you're a wonderful person. And we love you. And yeah, you don't have to understand. I'm trying to figure out how to shorten the rest periods. so that I have a productive rest period, not just a rest period where I'm so burnt out. I don't really get rest when I get back in the saddle and get stuff done. So trying to figure out how to get rid of the zombie days so that I can schedule or know that I need rest days and enjoy the rest days. You know, vacations, take a break, do that kind of thing instead of just take a break because, well, I can't go on any further because my body's not going to go on any further no matter how much I'm sitting there going, I'm going to go on. And I can be a normal human being that's functioning, even though I have things that aren't normal functioning things. They're not less because I'm different. I need area. Hmm? I'm not talking to, but I'm looking at you. I'm looking at him. He is very handsome. Do you want to see him? I wouldn't do that to him. Not unless he wanted to. Consent is a big thing. If they learned about consent like years ago. But it was a lot of, here, we're giving you options and treating you like you have a choice, but you don't have a choice. That's a thing that bothers me. That has double standards that I don't like. I might get a fuzzy top for desk belt so that the sound doesn't bounce off so harshly. Figure out how to get the sound going. Yeah, it is getting nice outside. I might not need the light. Would you like to turn the light off? No. So, excuse the weird screenshot. Ooh, now I can't see. Like I've got a blind spot. I can't see. But the video should still be good. Oh, existing. Are you good enough to exist? Why do we have to feel like we're good enough to exist? But you all right? Do you want to put the sheet on her instead of the blanket so she doesn't get too hot, get sick? Killing things. Go. I really feel like there was something I was going to get on here and say and do, and I don't know what it is. And that this is a whole bunch of dead air. And I can hear the fans of my laptop. Is that good or bad? I could. But usually I don't have a problem because it's a hard surface. It probably makes things spot the speaker, but Let's put this on here. I think this goes this way. Okay. This way. I had it do. So good to see you. And maybe it'll quit. So, I don't know. Do I have something for this in it? I have no idea. Oh, wow. My phone on vibrate. There it goes. That'll work. It's doing something. Okay. Take care of the electronics because I really like the electronics. And with the chip shortage, I don't know if replaceable, even if you could afford it, is a thing. I have no idea how they're going to address the chip shortage, which is interesting. Or the food shortage, which is more important. Or the shortage of just empathy.
Nobody cares about the empathy one.
What am I looking at? I can't read this. Okay. It'll quit buzzing. Buzzing. The video will probably filter it out because a lot of times I'll watch my YouTubers like Wonderlist. Wonderlist. She's awesome. Olivia. Yeah, Olivia is her name. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm totally. You can't say infatuated, and that means some sort of platonic thing, I guess, nowadays. Used to be. Used to be these terms were used otherwise. And yeah, I really really enjoy her show. I enjoy a lot of other YouTubers. Foot is being weird. Every sound is being weird. Everything is weird. I am getting nowhere, and I've wasted. Looks like 13:24. 13 minutes. No theme, no point, no. Probably would have turned this YouTube video off if it were somebody else. Today's topics. Watch a thing. I'm trying to figure out how to do this whole new lifestyle that I haven't seen before. I mean, it's not out there. I'm trying to redo my whole lifestyle towards something that's more long term, something that I can enjoy living, that's suitable for my family, something that it will sustain me, that is more me, more tailored to the way I believe in, the way I feel, and the way I want to do things. And, I just trying to figure out how to do it, how to go about doing it. It's exhausting. But I'm hoping it'll get the results that's worth the exhaustion. Like when you work really hard and you get home, but you've done something that you felt is important to you. You've accomplished something while you're exhausted. that kind of thing. So I'm gonna keep at it, redesigning a whole new lifestyle. Hopefully, it'll be something that won't be a fad to me. Living the way I want to live with the people that I love. He's so cute. I always look like fours, and I know they're zeros. Yeah. I feel the strongest pull towards the most natural, towards the way, I feel like originally we should have lived. Is it going to rain today? Or is it just cloudy? I didn't look. I wanted to do the yard sale and I didn't look at the weather. Oh, you're the boss fight. I can't ask you. Let me see if I can zoom. Oh, good. I can zoom. I don't see any little rain icons. Holy crap, it's hot though. Feels like. Drink your water, people. It's hot out. So if it's this hot out for me, I know out in the other areas of the world it is going to be blazing hot. Oh yeah. That needs to. Okay, but not right this second. Ugh. Stay cool. So we're gonna try to get a pump for our pool so that we don't just empty it out and fill it because that's like I don't know how many gallons, but it's more than it should be. Water the plants for days on end and water the forest. But staying cool is very important. I would take a cold shower today or something. To cool bathtub for a little while. I don't think I need a whole pool. I gotta clean the tub. Gotta figure out how I'm going to clean the tub. Because that stuff came out and they're like, yeah, just use Windex. The alcohol is? I don't know. It could be alcohol. It breaks down stuff. And we still need to make enzyme cleaners. You guys want those videos, don't you? And cleaning dishes. Those are my most watched. I don't know how I stumbled on those viewers or how those viewers stumbled on my channel washing dishes and having the it's not my favorite activity, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway. So providing you guys content with me washing dishes is for your own joy. And if that brings me people watching my shows, be warned that you're also going to get other content that I enjoy as much as some of you enjoy just watching people do dishes. The people who were not abused while doing dishes as a child probably enjoy it more. And if I can bring you joy, I'm happy to do it. But I also I also have other joy, like drinking coffee. That's a joy for me. It shouldn't be. It's a drug. It's just doing drugs. It's probably bad for my body. But I'm pretty sure there's dopamine in there. There's the wake up, the firings of the neutrons. The synapses are awake. Figure out how to get that going without coffee, but that's seems a lot longer away than it is coffee drinking. Caffeine is my beautiful stimulant. Uh, but yeah, so I have to go do things. I'm gonna go try and do a yard sale. It says it's not gonna rain, but it's like cumulative, cumulative. Nobody had to talk about it after the information was presented in school. So it's like you read this cumulus clouds, the ones that release the water, I believe. I believe those are the ones that release the water. So it was put in the, do I really need to remember this? No, it just happens. Do I have to talk about it, show about it? Yeah. And you have kids and you want to tell them about it. If I don't use the information after I learn a horde about it. For me, this is not the same for everybody, and it's fascinating watching the same that people don't learn this way. But I like taking the whole textbook, sitting with it all at once, and then using it in the real world. And whatever gets used in the first 24 hours to the week or whatever gets remembered. Whatever doesn't, don't need that. That's somewhere else in your memory. It's just nobody else thinks this way, but that's how information has been delivered in my childhood. So I just accepted that that is the way people learn. And then when it wasn't delivered to that, it was very frustrating. And I lost attention and it went away. So I'm like, people don't like taking a big chunk of dry information and then applying it. I was just like, they like a little bit here and a little bit there, and that's frustrating. It's like, oh, here you can have a taste of food, but you can't actually consume a bite of the food that you want to eat. I So that's why like a lot of my videos are like an hour long, or they're intense. The thing is, it's here's an intense amount of something, and then as it comes up again and again and again, it's just enormous. It's what it is. Mhm. Yeah. I'm weird, I'm different, and I love me for it. And I love you for all your differences. Because you're my little YouTube viewer. You're my friend. Uh, that's the thing why or do we teach kids? Oh, if you say hello and introduce yourself, you're now friends. Look, make friends. Go over and say hi. Oh, look, you're friends now. But then, like, they try to warn us about predators, predatorial people who are not your friends. And that gets confusing. Contradicting information. It's very confusing. So, what works for everybody? Those who are neurodivergent and those who are neurotypicals. Would neurotypicals be able to adapt to a neurodivergence way of life? Because if you look at it, lifestyle changes or habits and behavioral differences that people with attention deficit do, if a neurotypical performed those same behaviors, they'd benefit or they'd be okay. They wouldn't be hurt by it. But if a neurodivergent is expected to live like a neurotypical, they are depressed and oppressed and they struggle to a form where we have to talk about how suicide prevention is a thing. So, what if we lived in a world? What if we helped society be a place for the neurodivergence? And I don't mean core math. I really don't mean core math. Whereas one or two kids need core math and the whole 27 other kids in your class do not need core math. They don't have time. Yeah, that can check. If your one or two children do not understand regular math, then they can go to that cute little adorable classroom that all of us other people are supposed to go to that are neurodivergent, and they can learn core math. To teach us to be dumb because you don't know how to present it in a way that tells them that they're still intelligent. Yeah, no, core math is like oh yeah, no. No, I am anti-core math. It's just I don't no. That is not what I mean by behavioral environment or an environment that is good for people that are neurodivergent. An environment without core math would really help a lot of neurodivergent ADD people. Trust me. If you took out core math, I'm sure you wouldn't notice how many ADD kids you have because it would be kids learning math without you having to do it until the fact that you think everybody is done. Oh my gosh, this is so easy. Will be the one or two kids that actually need it. Growing up into a world of I'm getting older and my kids are growing up into a world where core math is the norm. It's coincidentally the same one where we're having to deal with global warming. The ex-president of the United States, who I think is just a joke gone horribly wrong and bad, honestly. And we've got issues that I don't remember having when we were younger, or that I remember that we just got rid of. Racism shouldn't be a thing that we have to keep talking about as if it's something that we have to get rid of over and over again. It's just like, that's a human being. And they're not just like you. You're like them. And you're going to learn that it's not they and them and you and me. It's us. One of these days, you're just going to learn it's us. They're like us. No. We are all unique individuals. And you're just going to have to learn that that's okay. And I'm okay with being a unique individual who's not like anybody else, but who is like everybody else. Yeah. Do I blame core math for racism? No. Racism existed before core math. But do I feel like we're torturing teachers who are already in a breaking point with core math? Yes. Uh, but I've also learned that if you color code things, a neurotypical person can totally understand it and probably understand things a lot faster. If you categorize and organize parts of your environment that an attention deficit person wouldn't have problems with it. In fact, it would just be easier and just be normal and they'd be functional. And you wouldn't realize they had ADD because everything was organized and it just kind of happens because you just plug your phone in at night and you never have to wonder like, why is your phone always dead? Why can't you find your phone? Because it would always be charged and it would be where they'd know where it goes if the environment was organized for them, if they had this little spot that worked for them, then you wouldn't know. And if a neurotypical person did it, they wouldn't have the occasional, I can't find my phone or my phone's not charged either. If you have specific, this is where your phone goes, and you learn how to do it, then you learn how to charge your phone overnight and charge your phone overnight. And yeah, I mean, just that was horribly put. I think I did not. I'm going to have to when I bring that up again, and I bring it up with a more articulated point, but somewhere in there, my well-meaning way of saying is that if the environment was friendly for somebody who's neurodivergent, a neurotypical person would function just well, if not better. They would benefit. So if we made the world more ADD friendly, more autistic friendly, more just multi-personality friendly, or just friendly for other people, instead of making them fit in the world, the mainstream, like thinking that the mainstream should be something that they should be taught to be put into. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad world. A lot of the problems would go, not all, but a lot of the problems that we're having to deal with in today's society might be easier to deal with and might not have been like, oh, that's not a problem here in this country. We just don't do that. Or we don't have this problem with this society because that's not part of our culture. Just, you have to wonder, should we have done everything on the left side of the road and the right side of the road? Should we have changed the right side of the road? Should we have changed from, was it metric?
What, the game I'm playing?
No, metric versus, what's the other one?
What?
US metric versus,
No, US standard versus metric.
yeah, like standard, should we have gone to US standard? What should we do as a society as a whole? Who should we be as individuals? Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine because we'll work on it and we'll get it to where it needs to go. All right? I believe
Right.
it was centered. Up, above, below, in. Oh, yeah. Well, potassium. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Love you. Love you. Thank you for watching the show. And if it's something where you just anywhere from wanting background noise to you relate to the content or you want more content, and eventually I'd like to get monetized. So if we can get those likes, we can get those subscribes, we can get those comments, and the algorithm know that okay, this is a person worth making famous. I don't really want famous. I really just need the money to get the cameras, to get better content, to get to you guys that I can just pop a camera up and do the dishes, pop a camera up and while I'm cleaning so you guys can see the process and go, oh my gosh, you know, the alternative to Con Marie, even though, we all love Con Marie, this is an alternative. If you don't want to do that, you can do just this cleaning. But I'm trying to form a new lifestyle. I'm going to try to brand my lifestyle somehow. I mean, if Martha Stewart could do it, the next wise one, yeah. Let's just get the wise one out there. Brand wise one. Shopping, navigating the living, like doesn't matter how much money you do or do not make. You just like survive and live. So if that's something that you're like, oh yeah, I could watch more of, uh, subscribe. If that's something you want to happen on your viewing content, totally hit that subscribe button, the like button, smash the like button, as some people have coined or phrased it. Yeah, feel free to comment. Anything but porn sites. Those were not. Those were not as entertaining as I thought they would be. Alright. Love you guys. Love you. Ugh, miss my kids.